Hi guys, and welcome to this week's Alakazam Video Blog.
Hello.
Hello.
You alright?
Yes, I'm very good. You alright?
Not bad, mate.
Busy week?
Yeah, quite busy, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a busy week all round actually. We've been filming lots of things. We've been working on new projects. Busy packing up new effects that are due out very soon.
Yeah, that's exciting.
And loads of other stuff.
I will tell you what I've been doing throughout the week. Well, I wasn't here on Monday.
No.
So I actually missed the busiest day of the week, and my mum was in, so she had to get back in the shop and do some work, and she done a hell of a lot, I think.
Yeah. She's
lot.
Always working hard, your mum.
She does always work very hard, yes. Apart from those of you who know, me and Dad have been having to have vegetarian meals all week. So I don't know how I feel about that. But I'll tell you what's been quite nice.
Yeah, well, both you and your dad did say that you enjoyed it and you were feeling better for it.
It was good.
Lovely.
I'm just going to say as well, guys, should we just start with quickly, if you've been watching BGT, should we just quickly start with that?
We can do that.
First of all, I watch it, BGT, a lot, but this year I've been watching it a little bit more because there has been a lot of great magic on there.
There has been
a lot of good people on there. And there's been a few that I really enjoyed. Ben Hart was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I like Matt Sterling. I mean, I like all of them. X was really good. I like Matt Sterling. I liked... the Brotherhood were quite different. I like them.
Uh-huh.
So basically everyone who's been on there I like. Goodwin. Yeah. Have I named them all?
The Dutch magicians.
Oh yeah, Angels Inc. They was good. They was...
that's
good.
Look, isn't it?
They was good. And there's another one. Oh, Elizabeth was good. There's been loads, but I know there's a couple more Magic Acts coming on Saturday, so make sure you check it out, and it will be good. Maybe some people we recognise on there.
Yeah,
it might be good.
Yeah, it's been a good time for Magic on Britain's Got Talent. So
it's been a lot.
Long may it continue. So check it out.
All the clips are available on YouTube anyway, so if you're not really doing anything, you can just watch a couple of nice Magic Acts and just sit back and enjoy. But anyway, enough of that.
So you've been busy this week looking at
this bad boy.
Yeah.
For those of you who saw last week's vlog, you know. Right, I'm going to take these up because I look like 3 blind mice. For those of you who were viewing last week, would have known we set the challenge for the first Andy vs Harry versus Harry, and for some reason, somehow we got chosen to do the challenge of books, which is obviously right up your street.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're going to see. We'll comment about the videos afterwards, but Neil Bird sent in a challenge, which was that either Peter or Dave or both of them would choose a book each for me and Harry, one that was old and one that was new. Harry got the Tarbell Complete Course, as you see it there, and I got Volume 1 of the Art of Astonishment series. Not really a new book, but new compared to the material in Tarbell.
I must say, for those of you who know as well, I'm ashamed to say it, but I'm not a book reader. It does make me feel sick, as well as I know a lot of other people feel sick. And
do you feel sick reading a book?
No, I mean it makes me feel sick that I don't read the book.
Ah, right. Okay, well that's very admirable.
But it does sometimes make me feel sick a little bit. That's why I have to wear glasses when I read.
Yeah.
But I found it. I flicked through a lesson. I'm not gonna lie. Dave helped me find something.
Okay.
Dave helped me find one because I'm flicking through this tire. Look at that, mate.
Yeah, that is a thick book.
Right, that's like a biblet.
By my standards, that's even a thick book.
So we flipped through and we found it was lesson 34, which was all on impromptu stuff.
Nice.
So I took one from there, and we'll show you it in a second. What did you...
I had the Art of Astonishment book. As anybody that owns these books will know, there's tons of great material in here. I kind of did mine a bit more random.
Nice.
So I just opened it up to a page and went for the nearest trick to that.
Nice.
And went with that. So there was an effect that I chose called Grasshopper. So as you'll see from the performance in just a second.
No,
so shall we take a look at the performances and then we'll have a bit of a chat about them?
Yeah.
Just to be clear, even though this is Andy versus Harry or Harry versus Andy, it isn't a competition. We're not looking for one being better than the other. We're just looking for different approaches. And I'm sure you'll see over the time that we do these, different approaches. One might be better than the other, might be the same. We're not in it for the competition. We're just in it purely from...
there is a trophy at stake, but that's fine.
Is there?
Each week, got one made.
Is it a Rocky's Club?
Oh, I'm trying to lose weight.
And I don't care about my weight, so it's just a lovely thing.
So let's go, first of all, to see the sexy intro, then let's go straight into one of the performances, then straight into the other performance. Yep.
Okay, so this is Andy versus Harry.
Week 1. Oh, hi. You just caught me reading lesson 34 of the original Tarbell Lessons in Magic. Let me just show you a nice little piece I've just learned, ladies and gentlemen. So, Theo,
hello.
Just check it's a normal deck. I think all the cards are there, but
it's a normal deck.
The jokers are in there, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So give it a nice shuffle, and make sure you are doing a proper shuffle, no falseness. Now, I want you to just spread the cards and just take out any 5 cards. Now, they can be from different parts of the deck. Don't feel you've just got to take 5 from here.
Okay.
They can be there, wherever.
5.
Yep, 5, please.
Yep.
Lovely. Now, do you want to switch any of them with these? You can get one chance.
No, I'm happy.
You're happy.
Yeah,
perfect. Yeah. Give them a little mix up as well. And when you're done, can you just deal them in a row of 5 for me?
Yep.
Now this is very important for you. Do you want this one to be number 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or do you want this one to be number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Let me know.
That's 1.
That one. All right,
yep.
Perfect. Now in a moment, I'm going to turn my back. I just want you to look at any card and then put it back into position. All right, and remember the position it's in and the card.
Okay.
And then let me know when you've done that.
Yep.
Now you can just straighten them up in their rows, just in case. Maybe I turned one, and maybe I saw where you could get, so I can turn around.
Good. Yeah, turn
perfect.
around, yep.
Now, so you've got a card and a position in mind.
I have.
So it's going to be a tough one. Theo, can you just hold your hand up for me? Just think of the colour of your card.
Mhm.
It's a black card.
No.
Didn't think it was. It's not that one. It's a red card. Yeah.
It is.
It's not that one.
Okay.
Heart?
No.
No. It's not any there. For the first time, what's the position of your card?
3.
3. Just check I haven't removed your card already.
Uh-oh. No. Oh dear.
Which must mean the one card I've got left in my pocket is, what was your card?
The Jack of Diamonds.
Perfect.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, we'll do it one more time, just in case you think I've done anything fishy, alright? So, shuffle them cards into the deck. We'll go through it one more time. So give them a proper shuffle this time, because I don't think you done it properly last time.
I did.
And remember, it doesn't matter if we do get jokers, alright? So, give them a shuffle. Remove any 5 once again.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Perfect. Now give them a mix up.
Yep.
Don't need them. Yeah, and then lay them out again. So just do the same thing again. I'll turn my head, look at the card, and remember it.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
So I can turn around now.
You can turn around.
Perfect. Now was it a different card?
It was.
It was. Perfect. So these in the pocket. I'm going to need your wrist again, so place it out for me. Perfect. Was it a red card?
It wasn't.
It wasn't, so it's not that one. That one, I don't think. A club?
No.
No, it's not that one then. It's a spade.
It was.
Just check. What was the position again?
Number 1.
Number 1. So you changed your mind.
I did.
Right. Before you even turn them over, I'll show you. I've just got one card here left in my pocket. Turn them over, see if any of them are your card.
He's done it again.
Turn that one over.
He's done it again.
Gosh, have that one then. Bud up! That's
How?
Repeat it non-stop as well, so it's beautiful.
That's crazy.
Cheers, mate.
Theo,
Hello.
when you were young, you probably had chance to watch martial arts on TV. Yeah, and it was probably something like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Definitely.
So for my son currently, it's Lego Ninjago.
Right.
But when I was younger, it was something called Kung Fu, which starred David Carradine as Kane, a monk that kind of wandered around righting wrongs, so to speak. All right. So with that pulp culture reference in mind, let's do a card trick.
Okay.
All right. Now, there's a particular episode of Kung Fu called Chains, and basically what happens is Kane arrives at a village, and unfortunately he becomes a prisoner of war. Okay, so we need a card to represent Kane in this instance. Do you want to just give those a mix up first?
Yes.
And we actually have here 2 cards. All right.
Okay.
Very good. And if you don't mind, just cut the deck into 2 for me. Excellent. Is there any particular side that you prefer?
That one.
Excellent. Okay, so I need you to select Kane for me.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to just reach out. Very good. And once you've established that you'll remember that card, show it to the camera.
Yeah.
Very good. I'll show it one last time. And that goes over here with one of the guards. In fact, you also have a guard there. Just check it out. Make sure it's just one card.
It is indeed. Yeah.
Very good. And I also need you, if you don't mind, to just hold out one hand. You just place your hand on there for me.
On top.
Very good. So we have now Kane that is trapped in the prison of war, as a prisoner of war, by the 2 cards. If you want to just lift up your hand, there's no way that I can get to those cards. Very good. I'm just going to take those out. So you can see here we have Kane just in the middle there. Now, being that it's a martial arts film, or a martial arts series, we do need a little bit of martial arts. So I'm going to assume this position here, and if we just go hi-ya, what should happen is that Kane should disappear. Or make his escape, so to speak. And once he's made his escape, what he does is he returns to the rest of the village, just like so. And that is Grasshopper.
Crazy.
So
yeah, Andy versus Harry.
Nice.
So how do you think it went? Come on, let's have a chat about this. How do you think it went?
I was pleasant. I'm not going to say I was pleasantly surprised because that's going to sound like I didn't have much hope.
Right.
And I know this book is very, very, very good, but I'm just happy that there was something in there that was easy to put a twist on, and I'm happy that there was a more of a mentalism-y type thing based in there.
Right.
And yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was fun to try and put it together, and I can understand why, from me losing my magic book virginity, I can see why people like magic books so much, because it's easier to put your own spin on things. You're not watching DVD, and sometimes it gets, even when you watch it a DVD, the patter kind of gets tied in with the performance. So when you're performing it, you've always got that patter in your head kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Whereas this one, even though there is a suggested patter, I think it's easier to do your own thing. I do think. Yeah,
that's fair enough. It's interesting that you say that, because books, they are very much kind of the map is not the territory. Just because you have the blueprints for the routine and suggested pattern for using it doesn't mean that you have to use it as it is there. And indeed, you should be encouraged not to use it as it exactly is there.
Yeah.
My own personal take on this is that it may not come as a surprise to everyone, because I'm sure I've mentioned this before, and certainly you're aware of it. I hate performing magic on camera. I really do hate performing magic on camera, and I think that comes out of the fact that leading up to this, obviously the effect was chosen, and I had to start thinking about the pattern that I was going to use for it. And I am very reactive, so if I'm out and about and I'm working, and I've said this before, my kind of approach to magic is that reactive way, and it is that kind of, I have an idea of what I'm going to say, and then I go and say it, and it kind of makes sense. Nothing I would feel that when I'm performing for lay people would ever not make sense. It's just that when you've got in your head, I've got to perform this as part of a challenge, even though we're not having it as part of it, even though it's not got that challenge element to it. Just merely having that word challenge and knowing that you're going to be on camera makes you think, right, now I've got to properly script this. And I think I've said to you, and I know I've said it to you over the last couple of weeks and various other people, I am starting now to look more at tightening scripts and being more script dominated or more script orientated than I was before. And I think this just highlights that actually approaching the script, you can see on the camera that I am very, very trepidatious in like the fact that I know what I want to say, but because I'm under what I feel is pressure, it may not come across as kind of loose and free. One last thing I was going to say as well, even though I love books and I do look at books, what I tend to do is if I see a trick in a book and I know it appears on a YouTube clip or on a video or something like that, I do tend to have a quick sneak peek at that DVD just to see how it was performed previously. I'm the first to admit that when I picked out the effect, I did go and have a look at our DVDs.
Right, he's saying that, because I managed to get a sneaky photo of him looking for it. That's why I solely stuck to the pages and the book, and you went for a DVD. So
I admitted this. I admit this, right, purely because it's purely an academic thing. You have a look, and I was familiar with the effect. It's just I was curious to see how someone I had not seen it perform performed it. And I did. I went and checked out the DVD, and you're right. You were like, "Whoa, hang on a minute."
That's fine, Andy. Look, it's fine. That's fine.
I mention it just purely because stepping back from that allowed me to kind of realise that I do need to make steps to improve my scripting abilities.
Well, that's fine. I think that's 1-0 to me then, Andy.
Well, it's not a competition. It's not a competition.
Right, no.
But it's enlightening. It's good to discuss these sort of things.
Also, I will just say, this was really a good part of this book. I have bookmarked it with the King of Diamonds. Name any card.
King of Diamonds.
One card. Right, great. I bookmarked this section. Yeah, I don't know why I done. There is a section in here which was the bit I done, which was lesson 34, and there's loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of lessons. I'm only on lesson 32, it's close, and I'm on page 429, so you can see how much material's in here.
Yeah.
But lesson 34 is all about impromptu stuff. So the trick I've done there, I do explain that it's repeatable as many times as you want it to be. But basically, lesson 34 which is a small part of this book, is all about impromptu magic. So if you like that and you like the material, there's a whole section on that, as well as sections on loads and loads of other stuff.
So the effect that I did from here is called Grasshopper, hence the reason for the tie-in with Kung Fu. Pop culture reference again there. But yeah, this is, it was called Grasshopper. There is a similar effect in here called Illusion, I think it's called, but there is tons of great stuff in here. Like I said, anybody that owns all 3 volumes will know that they are just chock full of Paul Howe's goodies. So seriously, check out the Art of Astonishment books if you've not done so already. My particular favourites are Reset, Unshuffling Rebecca, and there's a great trick in here, I believe it's in volume 1, called Pain as well. I'll leave you with that title and get you to check it out.
Lovely. So that is the challenge out of the way. Shall we quickly talk about next?
Yeah, well, Neil Bird, thank you for sending those in. I picked it. Well, I didn't pick it out. I've got a little database of people that had sent stuff in that they thought would be.
You're not going to believe the challenge. Carry on.
For Andy versus Harry. So I asked your dad to pick it, and he literally went like that with the mouse and clicked.
Yeah, right.
Right. So the challenge this week was sent in by Paul Craven. So Paul, congratulations. Deck of Academy Elites will be out in the post to you. Please email in with your address, and we'll send those out to you. And Paul's challenge was to choose a piece of Bannon material. Okay, so John Bannon material. He specifically said the bullet train routine, or bullet party routine, which is in Dear Mr. Fantasy. But I know you don't have a copy of that book.
I'm surprised you didn't go ahead with that one, Andy.
Well, I might still, because I have a copy.
Exactly.
But it was just a Bannon effect, Bannon material. Okay, and I think just to liven it up a little bit, what we'll do is we'll explain why we chose that bit of material.
All right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So this could be quite good, I think. I've long been a Bannon fan. And
I know you have, and that's why next week I'll pick the challenge. Not saying I don't like Bannon, but I've never performed a Bannon trick in my life.
No, but you have such a wide range of great material to choose from.
Yeah,
you really do.
I'll go this. Eeny, meeny. Well, it's not even eeny, mine. It's Bannon. 1, 2, 3. Which one will I choose?
Yeah.
And then the thing is, I've watched it, so I know there's so much great material in there. But we'll give it a go. But I will pick the challenge next week.
Brilliant.
So it's not an advantage to you. That's all right.
Yeah, okay. So that is the Andy and Harry challenge for this time. Bannon material will go away. We'll choose an item each. We'll put it together, perform it, and then that will appear next time on the next video blog.
Yep,
so that is it for the Andy versus Harry section.
Nice intro though, isn't it?
Yeah, very
much good. So, what is that?
Ooh. Before we get to that, should we talk about something that is imminent, something that is coming up this Wednesday?
Go on.
So we have James Went here for his academy. It's been extremely popular. There are still spaces left. Please, if you've not checked out any of the academies before, now is the right time to do it. James's academy is all set to be fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what, let's James tell you a little bit about it himself.
That's right, Denise. The uniformity of action is a very important concept that should be adhered to in the construction or execution of any sleight of hand routine. Hi, I'm James Went, and I'm here to tell you about my upcoming Alakazam Academy, Secret Plans and Clever Tricks, where I'll be telling you about some clever tricks, some scripting ideas, some moves. There'll be some sleight of hand moves in there, what it's like to work in television and theatre, and of course, as with any other academy, you'll be able to ask me questions live in the duration of the session. More importantly than that, I'll be trying to last the entire distance without saying or it'll be amazing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to Erdnase, where I'll be learning how to correctly finger a bottom. Ooh.
That's James Went's Academy.
That's good.
7 p.m, Wednesday 29th of May. Yep. If you don't manage to watch it live, which I encourage you to do because you can send in questions, then it will be available in your account a couple of days after, if not the day after, for you to watch at your leisure. James will be on hand to answer any questions, obviously, on the night. And perform and talk about some really very, very interesting stuff and some clever magic.
And it's still at the early bird price. I think you mentioned that, but so just if you know you're going to end up getting a course, you might as well get it before because you save money.
Yeah, so, exactly. Always worth doing, I think. Yeah.
But no, it'll be a good night.
It will be a good night. So I'm looking forward to hosting it, and I know you guys are going to be in for a treat. You really are. So you asked me what this was.
What's that, mate?
This is my new favourite thing ever.
Go on.
So it's very rare that I buy tricks, and so this is not an exception to that. This is a book because I buy books all the time. But the reason I mention that is because I have been going through a spate recently of buying tricks and not buying books, which is unusual for me. But I'm going through a period where I'm trying to reassess myself as a performer, which I think is a great thing to do in anybody's magical performing career. Just step back sometimes and think, what am I doing the same as I've always done? What could I change? What could I add in, take out? What could I improve? All those sort of questions, and some of my biggest influences over the years, people like Michael Vincent, Vernon, and people like that, Darwin Ortiz, they certainly have had that sort of influence and caused me to reassess at this stage what I'm kind of doing. It didn't start off like that buying this book. I saw it and I thought, I've got to own a copy of that. It just sounds like a book that I need on my shelf. And I brought it purely to start off with as a got to have the book thing, which is good in one sense, but bad in another, because you never quite know. If it's only going to be about having another book on your shelf, then you don't know exactly whether the content's going to suit you or not. immediately I opened this, I was engaged by the writing style, the description of the plots, and all of the wonderful gems that kind of make you think, this is going to be a book that I'm not going to be putting down. I'm on a bit of a journey at the moment, because I'm trying to learn a stack, as you know.
Yeah.
And I've been doing this with Dave for the last couple of weeks. Dave is making better headway than me because I've had a long time deciding what kind of stack
you haven't really started yet, that's why.
Well, I have. I can do up to 30.
I was trying to give you an excuse, but that's fine.
Oh, that's nice. But don't make excuses for me. I'm just being lazy. But I if there's anything to spur me on to really learning the stack now, are a couple of books, including this one, because the first section on here is on memorised deck magic, on stat magic, and from what I've read so far, just in that section alone, that's enough for me to keep me spurred on. That said, I try to read any books that I get from start to finish, but sometimes you read a description on a website, on the back of a dust jacket, and you think, I've got to check that out, right? And so far what I've seen from what I've read at the beginning of the book, I love, but there's one routine that I immediately jumped to, which is called Hive Mind, which I think is going to be the one thing I'm going to be working on quite a bit.
Nice.
So that might appear in a future performance somewhere. Just to give you a quick rundown, Matt Baker is a maths professor in the US. There's some amazing stuff that he does in this book. This is his first proper release as a book. He may have done some lecture notes before, I'm not entirely sure on that. I know he's done some downloads with Penguin, one of which is called Pile Driver, which features in this book. It's an amazing version of the 21 card trick, or that kind of genre, so it's seriously worth checking out in this book. I've not got to that bit yet, but I do own the download. But it's one of those books that you pick it up and you read it a little bit like The Art of Astonishment, and I'm sure a little bit like this. You kind of read them and you're engaged by it because the personality comes out. You know, you're reading something that is obviously been written by someone that's passionate about magic, passionate about what he does, and in a lot of instances here, if anyone's ever familiar with the works of Simon Aronson, for example, Simon Aronson describes a trick. He'll describe the effect, he'll describe how it works, and then you'll get a whole load of other information about what can make the trick stronger, what the kind of thinking behind the mathematical principles, and that is kind of the concept in here as well. So you're not only getting it from a very personable kind of point of view, but you're getting it, you're getting the effects that, you know, there are hints about making it stronger, what you could tweak just to make something elevate from a brilliant trick up to like a miracle class trick. So there is phenomenal stuff in here. One thing I will say, the Buena Vista Shuffle Club is a fictitious group of magicians which kind of give their comments, suggestions and tweaks to the effects that are described in the book at the end of each effect.
Nice.
So that's kind of another thing to keep you engaged as well. So this is a new book. This is not long been released. It's brilliantly designed and laid out, very informative, full of great material from what I can see. And, you know, if you're looking for something different, something new, there's card stuff in here, there's mentalism in there, there's some stuff with some coins, there's I think there's a Bill and Lemon in here towards the end of the book. So seriously, guys, if you're looking for something different, check out Matt Baker, the Buena Vista Shuffle Club book, which is available on our site now.
Sweet. All right. So does that bring us?
It does, I think. Yes. So we have an exciting couple of weeks coming up.
We do, yeah.
Busy time. And lots and lots going on, new projects and other exciting news that should be appearing over the next couple of weeks.
Yep.
Just want to say thank you, really. Thank you for your continued support.
Yeah.
It's nice to actually sit up here with Harry each week and talk to the camera. and feel comfortable about talking to the camera. On the back of what I said about not liking being on camera earlier on, it's good to sit here and talk to you about stuff that we're passionate about and have feedback as well. We've been getting some lovely words of feedback from people, and comments and personal messages, and it's been really, really lovely. So thank you for those.
And I think as well, from this one onwards, the vlogs can be used as a tool shop. So, well, to our best, to like the best we can possibly do. So if ever you've got any questions, or like this one, someone wanted us to look at stuff from books, someone there wanted us to learn something from John Bannon. If ever you want that and you're kind of in your head questioning or querying something, just ask us, send us an email at sales@Alakazam, whether it's you want to see a trick performed, the reactions it gets, or a question, or what you should have on you all the time. Do you know what I mean? If you're ever stuck or you want to ask questions, then you can do it through emails and we'll answer them on the vlog.
Yeah, and don't forget as well, 5 of us that work in the shop are magicians. We go out, we perform, we do magic, we have different interests in magic, we talk about magic all the time, we have lots of years of experience between the 5 of us. So if you've got questions, even if it comes to the point where we couldn't necessarily answer it straight away, we will always try and find out the answer for you, or at least give you the best advice that we can. So just bear that in mind. You know, like Harry said, if there's anything that you want to ask a question about, no question is not worth asking. You know, if you think it's not worth asking, then it doesn't matter. Just ask it. You know, we're all here to help. And you know, we welcome feedback, we welcome those sort of questions, and we'll be happy to help where we can.
And a fun one as well is, even for a challenge, you could give us free, for example, you've bought 3 tricks, like yours. So say one of you out there has bought 3 tricks, but you don't know how to put them together. You could send them in and say, oh, can you learn these 3 tricks? Obviously, if we can still get hold of them, they're not really old ones. We can do that and try and put them as a routine if you wanted that. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Anything like that, then we can do our best to try and help you. So use what you've got, guys.
Yeah. So with that said, I just want to say one last thank you to you guys out there. Thank you for tuning in each week and having a look at the vlog. Thank you for tuning into the lives, the live bite size, which have gone up on our site now as well. And on behalf of myself and Harry, we'd just like to say thank you so much for joining us today. And we will look forward to seeing you next time on the Alakazam Video Blog.